When someone you trust turns their back on you, it feels like the ground has been pulled out from under you. You might be feeling that sting right now, the kind of hurt that shakes you to the core. A friend, someone you thought had your back, betrayed you, and now you're left questioning everything: your judgment, your trust, maybe even yourself. I get it. That pain, it's real. You're probably playing everything over and over in your head, wondering how you didn't see it coming or what you could have done differently. But let me tell you this, their betrayal is on them. It doesn't change the fact that you were a good friend, and that says a lot about you. I know it's tempting to shut down, to build walls so high that nobody can get close enough to hurt you again. But don't let one person's actions rob you of your ability to connect with others. Not everyone will betray you. It's about learning who's worth your energy and trust from here on out. Give yourself some grace while you process what's happened. You don't have to rush to get over it or pretend everything's fine. Feel what you need to feel, whether that's anger, sadness, or confusion. And don't let anyone tell you how quickly you should move on. Healing isn't a race. So here are a few pointers to help you cope and get through the healing process. First is acknowledging your feelings. It's okay to feel hurt, angry, sad, or even confused. Allow yourself to fully experience your emotions without guilt. Bottling them up or pretending everything's fine will only delay your healing. It's crucial to sit with your feelings, no matter how uncomfortable they may be. You might experience sadness, anger, disappointment, or even relief. It's okay to feel confused by the swirl of emotions that arise. Betrayal can be overwhelming because it comes from someone you trusted, and that trust is now broken. By fully acknowledging these feelings, you allow yourself to heal at your own pace. Don't judge yourself for the emotions that come up. Maybe you're angry one day, deeply sad the next, or might feel betrayed but still miss the friendship. These feelings can be complicated, but they're all valid. Second is to remember to not blame yourself. You might replay scenarios in your head, wondering if you missed red flags or questioning your own judgment. Maybe you're thinking, if only I had done this differently, things wouldn't have turned out this way. But the truth is, their actions are not a reflection of who you are. Betrayal happens because of the other person's choices, not because you did something wrong. It's important to remember that trusting someone and being vulnerable are not mistakes, but part of forming meaningful relationships. The fact that someone took advantage of your trust says more about them than it ever could about you. Taking on the blame for their betrayal can make you doubt your ability to trust others in the future. This kind of self-blame damages your self-esteem and can create unnecessary barriers in future relationships. Instead of letting this experience make you question your worth, recognize that everyone makes choices in relationships, and their betrayal was their choice, not yours. You didn't deserve what happened. Give yourself credit for showing up authentically in the friendship and release the need to internalize their wrongdoing. By freeing yourself from blame, you open the door to learning and growing from the experience instead of being weighed down by guilt or regret. Third is give yourself time to process. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It's okay if you're not ready to forgive, forget, or move on right away. Let yourself go through the motions at your own pace. Healing from betrayal takes time, and giving yourself the space to process what happened without feeling pressured to get over it quickly is important. You might feel the urge to rush through the emotions to avoid pain, but healing doesn't work that way. Processing a betrayal is more than just moving past it. It's about working through your feelings, understanding what happened, and coming to terms with the reality of the situation. This can take weeks, months, or even longer, depending on the depth of the friendship and its impact on you. Every person's journey is unique, and comparing your healing timeline to anyone else isn't helpful. What matters is allowing yourself the time to reflect, feel, and heal at your own pace. Healing isn't a straight line, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Take as much time as you need, and know it's okay if it takes longer than expected. Fourth is don't let bitterness take over. The sting of that betrayal can leave you feeling jaded, and building walls so thick that no one can ever hurt you again is tempting. You might start thinking it's safer to shut people out or assume the worst in others to avoid feeling that pain again. But while bitterness might feel like a form of protection, it ultimately weighs you down and closes off your heart to the possibility of future joy and connection. Carrying that resentment affects your emotional well-being and impacts how you approach your relationships, both old and new. Over time, Bitterness can prevent you from experiencing the genuine connections and support you deserve. And fifth is self-care. The most important thing during this time is to focus on your self-care. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being is not just about distracting yourself from the hurt. It's about nourishing your soul and rebuilding your strength so you can heal in a healthy way. Self-care isn't just pampering. It's the practice of tuning into what you truly need and giving yourself permission to rest, recover, and recharge. Self-care can look different for everyone, so finding what works best for you is important. It could be taking time to exercise, getting outside for fresh air, or simply finding a moment of quiet reflection. Journaling your thoughts and emotions can help process your feelings, while meditation or mindfulness can help ground you in the present moment instead of dwelling on the betrayal. Surrounding yourself with positive people who genuinely care for you can also be incredibly healing. They'll remind you that you're not alone and deserve love and support. Don't underestimate the power of taking care of your physical body. Good nutrition, sleep, and movement can profoundly impact how you feel emotionally. By practicing consistent self-care, you're telling yourself that you matter, that your well-being is a priority, and that you're worthy of love and care, especially from yourself. And six is celebrate your resilience. Now, looking forward to the future, when you've made it through the pain of a friend's betrayal, it's easy to focus on the hurt and what was lost. But don't forget to recognize how resilient you truly are. You faced emotional turmoil, probably questioned yourself about your judgment, and maybe even felt like giving up on certain relationships. But here you are, still standing. And that's something to celebrate. Your resilience isn't just about surviving the betrayal. It's about how you've chosen to keep moving forward, learning from the experience, and finding your way back to yourself. Resilience is a testament to your strength, even when you feel vulnerable or broken. It's proof that, despite the pain, you can heal, grow, and rise above what happened. So here's what I want you to take away from this. You can trust yourself. You did what any good person would do. You let someone in. That's not a mistake. It's how we all grow and build relationships. But now you've learned. To be more cautious, maybe set stronger boundaries, and trust those gut feelings a little more next time. When you're ready to release the weight of this betrayal, whether through a conversation, for closure, or just moving forward without looking back, you'll find peace. It's not going to be immediate, and that's okay. Just know you deserve friends who lift you up, not tear you down. You're going to come out of this stronger. And trust me, you won't just survive, you'll thrive with better people by your side who truly deserve you. Stay positive, friends.